start, straight four. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight with the Icon Cup Series here at Auto Club. Looking at a big one here tonight, ripping it around Southern California. In the booth with me tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Daryl Young Jr. How you feeling, Daryl?
I feel really, really good. Like you said, we're at Auto Club in California, and a little foggy, but it's getting better.
Yeah, it's really cleared up. You know, we got a little worried coming into practice, and it was hard to really see any of these cars doing anything. But it's kind of cleared up, and qualifying should be getting started here in a little over a minute, Daryl.
Yeah, absolutely. Qualifying is about ready to start. These drivers have had plenty of time to practice, and it's time to see who can put down some fast laps.
Absolutely. Well, let's jump down trackside, take a look, and see how things are going here at Auto Club Speedway. Greatly missed Speedway, by the way, but we are on track looking at Jeff Dillon in the 52 machine, but top of the board, Daryl, looks like it is going to be John McNeil looking bad fast here in practice.
Yeah. John McNeil, top of the board in practice. Scott Tompkins also put down a fast lap, just about a 10th behind him. Some good times here.
Absolutely. Well, about to get things started here, Daryl. You know what? How about we lock in our picks here tonight before qualifying? Let's change it up a little bit. Who you taking?
Ooh, well, I will say I was correct last week. I picked Nathan Finnegan. I got some kudos for that one. Oh, man, I don't know. He has not put down a practice lap, so I have no idea how he's going to do here in California. But you know what? I'm picking him again. Nathan Finnegan, top of the board. Wow. Let's do it.
That's a good pick. Brian Smith, we know he's a heavy favorite, Daryl, but you know what? I'm not going with the heavy favorite here tonight. I think we're going to get a shocker. I think Ryan Patty pulls off a win. I'm going with him, and we're about to find out if we made big mistakes, Daryl, because qualifying is going to start up now.
Actually, I'm not sure if Nathan Finnegan is racing. I'm looking at the practice board. I'm looking at the entry list. I don't see him.
That is unfortunate. Well, go ahead. Feel free to change your pick here before we log some qualifying laps. You can go right ahead.
Oh, man.
Well, you think about that, Daryl. We got the 30 machine of Ryan Patty rolling out onto the track. He actually is from Boston, Massachusetts. We're going to see what kind of lap time he can lay down. Taking the green flag here as we pull up our point standings here in the Icon Cup Series. Take a look. Brian Smith, your points leader. Humongous lead, almost 200 points out front. 8 wins on the year. Jacob Malone second, about 200 points back. 2 wins on the year for him. Finnegan sits in third, 2 wins for him. And Ryan Patty, winless so far, but sitting fourth in the points with Zach Lockett rounding out your top 5.
You know what? I will go with Jacob Malone. I want to lock it in before anybody puts down a fast lap. He does have a win on the season, at least 1 win on the season. He was 4th fastest in practice. So I'm locking in Jacob Malone.
All right. Well, hey, neither of us took the heavy favorite, Brian Smith. We think all good things have to come to an end. We might be regretting it here later on, but we're going to find out as Ryan Patty crossing the line here. His first lap is going to be 40.57. But Daryl, we got some race information for our fans at home. Take a look on your screen. Hang on, that's not right. We'll fix that. One moment here. All right, now it's good. Okay, there you have it, folks. Hutchinson Motorsports TV Icon Cup Series at Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana. You know, we missed this track. It was basically demolished. Most of it's gone. But it's a 2-mile track here. It's partly cloudy. The fog's cleared up. But, Daryl, one thing to watch, track temp 117. That's not very cool. You got 5 sets of tires over the wall. Fixed setup, no fast repairs, 60% fuel limit. And in the booth, Blake Hutchinson, Daryl Young Jr.
Yeah, you're right about that. I was just looking at the track temp of 117 degrees. I tell you what, on fresh tires, it's going to be a little slick run around here in the corners, and coming out of the corners, these drivers will have to make sure they don't spin it tonight.
Yeah, well, out on the track now, Shane Cochran in the 86 machine from CDSN, our good friends over there. They actually help us out with some SDK plugin stuff, so if you're looking for SDK plugins, hit up Shane Cochran. We do customize our own plugins and all that, but he has some great baseline plugins for us and certainly has helped us out here. But now on the track, Daryl, Daytona International Speedway number 39 machine, Jake Roel.
Yep, Jake Roel out of Northville, Michigan.
Take the Juicy Spider drone cam out for a quick flyby here, Daryl. Now, I always wondered, why is Daytona on a car? I mean, everybody knows what Daytona is. Well, Jake actually works for and at Daytona International Speedway, does some stuff over there. So that's what, or that's the reasoning behind Daytona International Speedway being on a race car here in the Icon Cup Series.
He almost hit the wall coming out of 4, and I also saw him get just slightly squirrely coming out of 2. So I'm curious to see where he lands. P9 so far on the board for Jake Roel.
And we're going to see if he can improve upon that as Matt Everett's going to pull off the track he's done. And Brian Smith laying down a lap time. Looks like he is currently 3rd on the board. So looks like he's not going to get the pole here tonight.
So far it is going to be Zach Lockett. I'm looking on the track, and other than Jake Roel, looks like Barnes has hit the wall on his 2nd lap. Brian Smith is done. So, no, this is it. Jake Roel coming across the line. He's not going to improve. He's going to say P9.
Yeah, well, Daryl, looks like we have about 26, 27 cars signed in. Only 19 hitting the track for qualifying. So that's going to wrap up qualifying, essentially. So we're going to call it quick time. Zach Lockett going to kick off from the pole position here tonight. So, Daryl, our picks to win, let's see. I took Ryan Patty, kind of a Hail Mary pick. He's starting 10th. I'm not feeling too hot about that. And your pick, I believe you took, who's that?
Jacob Malone,
Jacob
P2.
Malone. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
well, yeah, you're looking a lot better than me. But hey, we're going to find out what happens here as it looks like it is grid time down on the track. Actually, it is not grid time because we have a warm-up, Daryl. I forgot we do a warm-up here. So, yeah, cars are going to go on the track here, fine-tune those setups for a couple more minutes. And we may as well take a short break, folks. We have a 5-minute warm-up, already 30 seconds in, so only going to be a couple minutes. Appreciate you tuning in. While we have some time, grab a drink, grab something to eat, click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and check out hustlefuelshop.com. Use discount code HMS TV, get 20% off your order. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes.
I'm grabbing Hustle Fuel right now.
Let's go. We are back here at Auto Club, and I think it looks like it is about time to get things rolling. I'm pumped up.
I am too. I can't wait for this.
Speaking of that, we have
120 lap.
Oh, sorry, Daryl, go ahead.
No, you're good. 120 lap. That's all I was going to say.
All right. Well, Daryl, I'm a little distracted right now trying to watch the end of this NASCAR Cup race. Pretty wild finish here, just a couple laps left, but we don't have time to talk about that because it is now grid time here with the Icon Cup Series. Let's get things going. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight's starting lineup with the Icon Cup Series is as follows. On your front row in the pole position, Tennessee Titans 93, Zach Lockett. On his outside, Darrell Young Jr.'s pick to win tonight, the 54, Jacob Malone.
Starting on the inside of row number 3, the 78, or row number 2, excuse me, the 78 machine, Brian Smith, who's outside the 45, Scott Tompkins.
Keeping an eye on that row for sure. As we jump back into row number 3, it's going to be Patrick Colby on the inside, Jacob Smith on the outside.
Inside of row number 4, the 98 of Charles Woods, to the outside, the 48 of John McNeil.
Row number 5 on the inside, going to be Jake Roel and Ryan Patty, my pick.
Next row, 52, Jeff Dillon. Outside, 5, Matt Everts.
Row number 7, Adam Ball on the inside, Robert Blauen on the outside.
Row 8, we see Shane Cochran to the outside, Alan Bergen.
Row number 9 is going to be Hanover Fist with Chris Camburn.
We have Christian Barnes on the inside of row 10 with Bentley Glazer to the outside.
And folks, if we didn't say your favorite driver, well, hate to break it to you, they're slow, they're junk. They're starting in the rear because field is lined up and ready to roll. Pace truck is in. It's Lockett on the inside. Malone on the outside into the juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air as they're spinning their tires and they're junking it in the back, Daryl.
Oh. There's no caution just yet, and I'm not sure how.
Wow.
Because we have cars stopped all over the front stretch.
There's
the caution.
Well, Daryl, I hate to say, I say this every week, but the number 88 machine, if you're going to use the Connor Zillich paint scheme, you're probably going to junk your race car, and it looks like Chris Camburn has wadded it up. Let's see what happened there in the back. Oh, hang on. That's not where it started here. We'll have to manually rewind this one, folks. Let's go back a little bit further. So here it is, Daryl. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I'm just seeing some big checkups here.
Oh,
and right there. Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
69
That
just comes way up the track there. That's Hanover Fist.
Yeah, that had just been tire spin. I'm going to guess that some of these drivers had the real-life NASCAR race up on another monitor or their TV in the background, and they just weren't focused. Maybe we'll go with that scenario.
Yeah, I sure hope so. But, yeah, caution number 1's out. That didn't take long. But, hey, nonetheless, there, at least we get to see the finish as he crosses the line. Corey Heim just won his first ever NASCAR Cup Series race at San Diego.
Yeah, absolutely. Corey Heim, shout out to him. Man, that is absolutely incredible. Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, Riley Herbst, and A.J. Allmendinger. Wow, Blake, A.J., top 5.
About time he did some. He always used to be a road course ringer, and we just haven't really seen much from him in the last, I don't know, a few years at these road courses. But we just witnessed history, Daryl.
Yeah, another driver who's did really, really well here all weekend at San Diego is Austin Hill. What do you think, Blake?
Oh, yeah, what a clean driver, just a great racer. We're going to rack them up here in the Icon Cup Series, though, sponsored by TZO Designs. We're at Auto Club tonight. These guys, they kind of pulled an audible on this season. We do follow the real-life NASCAR schedule, but, originally San Diego, they didn't know if it was going to come out or not. They changed it to Auto Club, and they elected not to change the schedule mid-season. So here we are at Auto Club.
Yeah, iRacing in a league that did do San Diego, so I just raced that a few nights ago, and it was pretty interesting. It was quite fun. I mean, I was slow and I was junk. It was still fun.
Absolutely. Well, hey, as long as you're having fun, I mean, that's why people sign up for these leagues. Obviously, you're not going to win every race. You got to have a good time out there.
Absolutely. Yep. See Connor Gerard in the chat. No surprise there. Hello, Connor.
What is going on?
Giving everybody updates on what happened in the real life race.
Yeah, well, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I mean, we know some drivers missed this race, Daryl, due to the late NASCAR start combined with this race. So good to see most of our fans tuned in watching this one, and we're glad the weather cleared up, Daryl, because up in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV blimp, it's clear as day up top.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at this view. I'm so glad that the fog cleared out. We were talking during practice about how we didn't think how the blimp wouldn't even be able to get off the ground and fly. You know, it'd be too dangerous. But man, who's driving the blimp?
Well, right now, Daryl, no, Christian. I've actually fired Christian, so he's not around anymore, Daryl. But no, it's actually AI. AI's flying it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
My Chat GPT, and I only have the free version, Daryl. So I wish the blimp the best of luck up there.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're lined up ready to get rolling again here. Land O'Lakes, Florida native Jacob Malone, your pick to win. And, I mean, it's early in this race. We didn't even make it a corner, but has to feel pretty good being on the front row there.
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely good for him. Zach Lockett, we know, started on the pole in that Titans car, and he just fumbled the ball. Get it, Blake? He fumbled the ball.
That sounds like Titans football to me.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does.
He must be a Titans fan, folks. Living in Catawba, North Carolina. And you know what, Daryl, this weekend, you know, I knew I saw this name somewhere. I planted a tree in my yard, and it's called a Myrtle something Catawba tree. I'm like, where did I hear this name recently? Well, now I know. Zach Lockett from Catawba, North Carolina. But we're racked up, ready to roll here, Daryl.
Absolutely. The field is lined up out of 4. The pace truck is going to pull off. Jacob Malone's going to lead the field to the Juicy Spider restart zone. They're in the zone, and the green flag in the air.
Much better start this time, Daryl, here as we are clean and green. Everybody getting up top, trying to make it one lane around the top.
Yeah, you're going to see that this is going to be very top lane dominant on the straightaways. I mean, you really have to dive. Look at the 48 getting tight right there on this view. He's going to jump in line. Top line is going to be dominant.
John McNeil, good to see him out here out of Thatcher, Arizona. And Daryl, you may not believe this, but I actually know quite a bit about Thatcher, Arizona.
Well, tell me about Thatcher, Arizona.
All right, well, since you want to know, Daryl, you know, just off the top of my head, the things I do know, Thatcher is a charming town in Gila County, Arizona, located in the heart of the Gila Valley. That's all I know.
I am not sure what's going on with Hanover Fist, but he is in the pits serving a black flag, and I'm just not sure why.
I know on the start he got a black flag, the Minnesota native, and last week he hit the wall for no reason. Well, this week he gets a black flag for no reason. Not a good start here for Hanover Fist, but the fastest lap in the session just turned, Daryl, by my pick to win, Ryan Patty. I was worried when he qualified like junk, and now he's up there dooring your pole sitter, and he's trying to take him out.
Yeah, absolutely he is. Ryan Patty. Now keep an eye on Ryan, though. We're going to talk about this, how this bottom line doesn't work very well. You're going to see coming out of the corner. Now look at the high lane. They're just going to leave him.
Yep, yeah, you're going to lose a spot there. Yeah, lose a spot there to the big Titans fan of Ryan Lockett. But your pick to win, Jacob Malone out front, has a lap car. That's Hanover Fist out of pit road. Has to get around him.
Yeah, if you want to pass here, you have to just literally dive it down into the corner and clear. Do a little slide job and clear. or else you're going to get stuck on the bottom and you're just going to fall back.
Speaking of slide jobs, the number 8 machine, he's one of the favorites around the garage, Daryl. All these drivers love this man. Kevin Banker finds himself running the 18th spot.
I am getting word that the reason why Hanover Fist was given the black flag is because he was the cause of caution at the beginning of the race.
Well, that's good to know. Let's go back up front, Daryl. Your pick to win it here. You know, it's hard to leave guys here at Auto Club. Again, it's not a super speedway or a draft race, but the draft definitely helps you keep up with the rest of the pack.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, look at this 45 machine down here. He's going to try to pass. Gets real tight. And look, he's going to fall back.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get around him, but it looks like Tompkins might lose a spot there trying to make that move. That's Jake Roel in the 3rd position trying to get underneath the 45.
Yeah, it's just not going to happen. It's just way too tight coming out of the corner. Like I said, you have to complete the pass in the middle of the corner and then slide up in order to complete it, or else it's just going to be way too difficult.
Yeah, right here we're probably going to see it again, Daryl. You got a side-by-side battle for the 52. Can he make that slide job? Not going to happen. And, yeah, that's what we're going to see a lot tonight, Daryl. You hold that top line. All you got to do is stay side-by-side by the middle of the corner, and coming out, you're going to win the battle.
Yeah, absolutely. You are right about that. We're going to look at the 30 car here, try it. Let's take a look at this 30 machine of Ryan Patty, your pick to win. So he's going to be side-by-side here. Now, he is going to have the draft of the Titans car in front of him. So this actually might work out for him.
Teamwork there.
Well.
Yeah, this might work there. That little draft might have helped him just enough. We're going to find out. Ryan Patty, he's clear now, but the bad news, he's got a car in front of him. Looks like he's going to make the pass. New race leader, though, Daryl, Jake Roel, taking over the top spot, and he's going to lose it off the corner.
Yep, that did not last long at all as Jacob Malone goes back to the point.
See this replay here, Daryl. Take a look. So here was when Jake Roel took over the race lead, throws a big slide job here. Did a great job, Daryl, but unfortunately he had to leave the corner on the bottom, got into the throttle a little bit early, and there you have it.
We got another battle for the lead, Blake. The 4 machine of Smith is side-by-side with Jacob Malone. But Jacob Malone's going to do a really good job of just holding that top lane. He's going to get a big advance coming out of the corner here, and he's going to clear him.
There you have it. Jake Malone holds on to the race lead once again. So you got the battle of the Jacobs up front, Daryl. Jacob Malone, Jacob Smith. And in the 3rd position, you got Jake Roel.
The battle of the Jakes.
And here we go. We got Ryan Patty. You know, this guy's racing aggressive, and I love it. He's my pick to win, and that made him get going, Daryl.
Yeah, he's up here in the 5th position, up 5 spots from where he started.
Speaking of that, let's take a look at your hard chargers. Kevin Banker, the cleanest driver on the track, is currently up to the 16th position. He is your hard charger. That's 8 positions gained for the garage favorite, Kevin Banker. Jacob Smith making a pass, though, for the race lead. These guys throwing slide jobs to one another, Daryl, back in 4th, and he's not going to clear him as Malone holds on. But hang on, he gets into the wall there briefly, but he's still good.
Yeah, and Jake Roel in that 39 looks like he might want to pounce here. Does he go for it here in turn 1? He is going to go for it.
This was kind of a late slide job I just saw by the Titans car, Daryl, but all kinds of stuff going on. It's kind of hard to follow everything, but here's Jake Roel, side by side, not going to happen.
He did get the P2 spot, though. He was in 3rd. Oh, he's going to hit the wall. That's going to hurt him. Right back to P3.
Well, Daryl, you know, I mean, he's used to being at Daytona International Speedway, as you can tell by the car. And at Daytona, you don't have to lift there.
Yeah, that's true.
We got some great battling right here between these two. It's Adam Ball in that colorful number 19 machine out of Clovis, New Mexico. Daryl, have you ever been to Clovis, New Mexico?
I have not been to Clovis, New Mexico, but I know a lot about it, actually.
Oh, really? Well, I kind of figured you would. You actually seem like a West Coast guy, and I'm actually not an expert on New Mexico. So if you know anything about it, let our fans know.
Yeah, it's in Curry County.
Oh, of course.
It's 38,000 people as of the 2020 census. I just knew that from 6 years ago during COVID because I had nothing else better to do.
Yeah.
A bunch of research. It's a largely agricultural community close to the border with Texas, and it's noted for its role in early rock music history.
Really?
And for the nearby Cannon Air Force Base. Absolutely.
Actually, Daryl, now that you mention that, when I think of rock music, I think of Clovis, New Mexico. Do you have any examples, by chance, on what could possibly make Clovis, New Mexico such a rock and roll centric place?
Yeah, I have no idea. It doesn't say. Well wait.
Wait.
Sorry,
what do you mean?
Say. Sorry, I just meant. I'm not sure. But one thing, the most important thing, let's pause for a second. We got a huge battle for the lead, and 3 wide back here.
Oh.
But side by side, they're touching.
They're trying to junk each other here, Daryl, and they may just do it. I think that Ford machine knows that you got to race a little dirty. Goes into the corner. He's going to run him up the track.
Jacob Smith did apologize to Jacob Malone.
Then he did it again.
And it didn't. Yeah. Oh, boy.
Oh, no. Jacob Malone all the way down the track, and he's going to swerve all the way up. He doesn't care, Daryl. He's not giving up the race lead.
Man.
Wow. Here we go. The 4 of Smith. Is he going to clear him? Slide job. Slide job.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Wow. This is some crazy. Crazy racing. Looks like the 4 is well off pace, and Patty's going to get around him. And, yeah, the 4 of Smith is dropping like a rock right now.
Yeah, absolutely. He is. Look at the 78, Brian Smith. He doesn't care either. He's wanting to pounce. He's going to get real tight, though. Now watch him fall to the back.
Yeah, he's stuck. There's a train up top, and Brian Smith didn't get the memo about it. So he's stuck on the bottom, and he's going to fall back to 6 as Jacob Smith back on the gas. He's going to throw a big haymaker slide job.
He is. I don't think he's very happy with Jacob Malone. He's trying desperately to get back up there. He's going to go up and guard the top.
Whoa.
No, he's not.
I think he could have covered up on that dirty slide job if he wanted.
He could have. I think he did the right thing, though.
Well, right now, Jacob Malone's feeling good. The bad news, he's not going to leave this pack because, again, the draft does enough to make it where you're not going to run away. But we're going to see Ryan Patty drop down to the bottom. He's going to look for a slide job. But bad news for Patty, there's nowhere to go up top.
Absolutely. And we must be getting close to the end of the stage as the pit lane entrance is closed. So the pits are closed as we're coming to the end of the stage.
Oh, and
Jacob Smith.
Wow. These guys racing hard, Daryl. They almost junked each other. And, Daryl, I was told, I don't know if they changed the stages on us again, but I was told it was lap 25. I'll try to confirm, but if the pits are closed, then that would mean at the end of lap 20. So I don't know, folks. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're right, but we'll find out. But, yeah, the pits are definitely closed as Brian Smith is trying his best to get by your pick, Ryan Patty. I would assume, Blake, the way that they're racing, that we're coming to stage at the end of this lap. That's my guess.
Probably, and if so, we need to have a discussion about changing the stages last minute because I think it was just like an hour ago it was posted that it was 25. But, hey, we're going to find out as Jacob Malone comes out of the corner. He's going to cross the line. Is this going to be the stage victory? I'm guessing yes because they're going down to the apron. There it is. Caution is out. Stage was changed again here, folks. So we're going to take a short break. Winner of stage number 1, Jacob Malone. We'll be right back. We are back here at Auto Club, lined up and ready to roll. Ryan Patty on the inside with Jacob Malone on the outside. Daryl, looked like everybody went with 4 tires and fuel there.
Yep, the entire field did. That is correct. And Jacob Malone and Ryan Patty, our picks to win, Blake, are going to go back to this restart as the pace truck pulls off back in the Juice Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air. Start stage number 2. And we did get confirmation that the end of stage 2 will be at lap 50.
Jacob Malone out front here, holds on to the race lead. You got a battle for second as Ryan Patty goes to the bottom. He's going to hold on for now. In third, you got Zach Lockett, followed by Brian Smith and Jacob Smith. They're actually twin brothers. Daryl, did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah. They're twin brothers.
Oh, thanks.
Top on board here, Brian Smith in the 4th position, trying to hold off Jacob. Let's see if Brian Smith, he's in a win drought, Daryl. It's been 2 weeks since he's won.
Yeah, that's just awful. I mean, yeah, man. That's a long time to go without a win.
Well, how about this race leader going down to the bottom of the track as Ryan Patty going to rip the fence, trying to gain some ground here.
I just see on our graphic that Jacob Malone is from Land O'Lakes, Florida. Is that where the butter factory is?
That's a good point, Daryl. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, the Land O'Lakes. Now that's the company that changed their logo because they had to, right? I believe they took the native. Oh, hang on.
Ryan Patty.
What a run! I don't know why Jacob Malone was ripping the bottom, but, well, he just gave up the race lead, Daryl. But good news is he's going to be right there with them.
I can confirm that Land O'Lakes company is out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and has nothing to do with Florida. So there you go.
That's good to know here, but we got a battle for the race lead, Daryl. 3-car mini breakaway. I mean, they're not far away, but you got Ryan Patty, Jacob Malone, and Mr. Zach Lockett.
I don't know what's different about the strategy with the 54. As you just mentioned, he's not wanting to go up and secure the top lane. He keeps running low, and I'm not sure why. There he goes again.
Yeah, maybe he's saving the tires down there, Daryl. I don't know. I mean, who knows? We're going to find out if this works out for him. And Jacob Malone, he's going to briefly take over the race lead, but he's not going to hold on to it as Patty takes it back.
He is going to stay on his quarter, though, because it's a pretty big gap back to third. So he's going to complete it, the pass here, do a little slide up the track, and be back on our race lead.
There you have it. Brian Patty is actually going to lose a couple. No, hang on, just one spot. Almost looked like he's going to lose a couple spots, but he definitely lost some ground there. And caution's out, Daryl. What happened?
Hey, it looks like it was Matt Everett's in the 5 machine. Was the cause of caution.
Robert Blowen involved here. Let's take a look at what happened, Daryl.
Yeah, you're going to see him get loose here out of the corner. Right here, and he's going to fly up the track. Yeah.
Well, Daryl, big news just broke. Vads just subscribed to HMS TV. Wow. Congratulations, Vads. Thank you. See this one more time, Daryl, from the 5's point of view. Let's hop on board. Here's Matt Everett. He's sideways, almost corrects it, and wham, hard straight up into the 84.
Man, that was tough. Connor Gerard already has the final 4 for paint scheme of the night.
Serious?
The 45 machine of Scott Tompkins, if we want to take a peek at that machine real quick. There we go.
That's beautiful.
He also names the 5 machine, who we just saw cause that wreck, Matt Everett.
Okay, that thing's junk now, though.
The 93 machine of Zach Lockett in a P3, that Titans machine. And then the 54 machine of Jacob Malone, my pick to win.
All right.
Leader.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, more breaking news. Anthony Tizio just became an HMS TV member. Congratulations, Anthony. You made the best decision of your life.
Chris Mackey in the chat wants to give the 93 some love of Zach Lockett for paint scheme of the night. So
sorry, Mackey, you got to show up to the races. Oh wait, no, hang on, no, never mind. He's talking about Zach Lockett. Chris Mackey didn't show up here to race tonight, but yeah, so he's pulling for Zach Lockett. Well, unfortunately, he's not won it yet, but he's definitely one of the final four.
Let's give somebody a membership, Blake. While we're under caution here, we got a little time to kill.
The richest man on the internet, ladies and gentlemen, Oklahoma TV just won a membership, courtesy of Daryl Young Jr.
Do we know who Oklahoma TV is?
I've seen the name a time or two, honestly. So, I mean, I've seen the name, but are they a big-time regular? No. But, hey, congratulations, Oklahoma TV. Wow. What a day. What a great day, Daryl. We've already got a sub. We've got 2 new memberships. I mean, how could this thing get any better?
I'm sure we'll figure out a way to make it better.
Well, it's certainly going to get better because we still got a long way to go, Daryl. This is our 3rd caution of the night, lap number 30 out of 120, which means we're a quarter of the way done, Daryl.
Absolutely. You know what? I'm going to do you a favor real quick, Blake, because we have 1 more lap to go before we hit green.
What's that?
Ryan, Daryl and Blake in the booth. You got a copy.
Hey, guys. How we doing?
Good. Well, Ryan, you're doing great here so far, running P2. Tell us about your strategy for the rest of the race.
Learn as we go is the strategy, to be honest with you. I was glad to be able to make the race. It was looking a little iffy there. I got a little baby at home, and my wife broke her foot this weekend. So keeping an eye on that. May have to jump out of the car. So if you see me pit, that'll be the reason. But just trying to learn from the fast guys here. Obviously Brian and Jacob, both of the Smiths and Zach and all these guys up front. So trying to pick up what I can lap by lap, have a little fun, just keep the tires under me and hopefully get some stage points because we've been missing them a lot this season.
Well, you can't get out of the car, Ryan, because you are Blake's pick to win.
Yeah, you're not allowed, Ryan. Sorry.
All right, Blake.
The baby's just going to have to cry. Just a couple hours. It's fine.
She's looking good. I think I got her down.
All right. Well, hey, we'll keep it down so she doesn't wake back up.
All right, fellas.
Best of luck, Ryan.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Oh, I got to put you down the right comms, Ryan, real quick.
CCR, ECR, please.
There we go. Sorry about that, Blake.
Oh, good. Well, hey, good to talk to Ryan. He's restarting on the front row here, but you got your pick to win on the outside, my pick to win on the inside. Daryl, are we geniuses?
We are geniuses. And green flag is back in the air. And, man, Ryan Patty, not getting a good restart.
Well, Daryl, it's your fault. You pulled him in here, and now look at what you did. Black flag for Matt Everett, unfortunately. He was in the back already.
He was the cause of the wreck, so he's got the black flag, absolutely. And,
look at this.
3 wide coming out of the corner.
Hard racing here at Auto Club, and you do not want to be stuck on the bottom, Daryl, when you're 3 wide here.
I tell you what, there is one car that you do not want to see in your mirror in this series, and if we look out the back window of Jacob Malone, he has a car full of that 78 machine that's right on, look at this, right on his bumper. That is the one car you do not want to see. So they're going to pick completely different lanes here in the corner. Malone all the way to the bottom, Smith all the way to the top. He's got a huge run coming out the backstretch, Blake.
I'm just kind of shocked. I mean, he goes down the bottom. He's going to give up the race lead, Daryl. I mean, I don't know why he's going down low when he's the race leader. I mean, I think it just hurts his exit, and there's really no reason in my mind. But hey, who's going to call him out? Because I mean, he's your race leader right now, even though he's going to give it up.
Yeah, I don't know why he's not guarding the top either. I just don't understand it. You have to protect the top here. You just have to.
Still a long way to go, though.
Done here.
Yeah, we're going to see if he can make a move, and I don't think it's going to happen here. I think you're going to see Brian Smith clear him down this back straight away, or are we completely wrong?
Nope, Brian Smith is still there. Yeah, Malone's got to be careful because the 30's coming up of Patty. If he stays down there too long, then Patty's going to go past him on the outside here. So he either needs to complete the pass right here or he just needs to get back in line.
Yeah, he's doing everything he can. He knows, oh, my, he might clear him here, Daryl. Not going to do it. He's right there, though. He's doing a pretty good job rolling the bottom. This is probably the best we've seen somebody do it, but I think he's about done for this next corner.
Yeah, because here comes Ryan Patty and Jacob Smith. He's going to try here. He's still not going to be clear. It looks like it, but absolutely not.
Nope. Yeah, we're on board. You see him basically door to door down the backstretch. He's going to get a big run here. Is he going to clear him? Looks like Brian Smith into the race lead. Not quite clear, but he's right there, and he comes down, chops him.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to chop the air off. That actually did Jacob Malone a favor. Now he's able to get back on line.
Oh, no!
Slow. 30, Ryan Patty off the track.
What a move there by Patty. You know, I think he avoids. Oh, no. Did he get the black flag or not?
He did not. No, he did not.
Yeah. I was about to say, now, him swerving back looked kind of crazy. But what he was doing, Daryl, if he crosses that line, he gets a black flag, and it's not going to be cleared. So, good move from Ryan Patty. He's going to lose a lot of ground, though, unfortunately. But he's still in it.
Now, even though he got wrecked down there, are we sure that he wouldn't get that black cleared if he hit the line?
You know what? I'm not 100%, honestly.
That's okay.
It probably depends. Who knows? But right now, it looks like Brian Smith, he's doing the same thing Malone was doing. Maybe we're missing something, Darryl, but the race leader continues to go down to the bottom. He's trying to shake the draft. I'm not sure it's really helping him.
Well, I think I just can't tell if Jacob Malone is just burning the tires off this car, or if this is the preferred line is to run that far low. I'm just not sure who's using up more tire. I want to say Brian Smith is using up more tire, running the top lane, but I'm just not sure.
I don't know. Well, let's drop back in the field. Hanover Fist after another rough start to this race. Currently running in the 17th position. That's where he started. And Matt Everett's just crashed, Darryl. Let's try to find out what happened here. He might have just parked it. I don't know.
Yeah, he did. He just towed. He's just going to get loose out of the corner, slide up the track, wham, right in the outside wall.
Boy.
And he's done.
Well, he was in that wreck earlier, so not a fun day here at Auto Club for the number 5 machine of Everett. In the chat, though, Darryl, we got Connor Gerard, of course, as always, chatting it up. We got Chris Mackey, who should be racing, Anthony Tizio, who should also be racing. So 2 racers in the chat instead of on the track. Darryl, what do you think of that?
Yeah, that's pretty interesting, for sure.
Well, hey,
I'm reading some of the comments here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. If you could sum that up for me, Darryl, let us know what's going on in the chat.
In the chat, yeah. So Connor Gerard's getting flashbacks of Denny Hamlin and Joey Logano here at Auto Club from years ago. And Anthony says the 4 is going to be a father on his Father's Day. He's doing his best, talking about Jacob Smith. And then Connor says, well, there goes the 5's chance to get paint scheme of the night. So the 5 has been eliminated.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Connor is brutal with the paint schemes of the night, Darryl. If you crash, Connor wants nothing to do with you. You're out.
Anthony says he cannot be out on the track because he would get a DUI break. So
hey, that's fine. 1 DUI is fine, right, Darryl? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We definitely don't condone that, folks. But I'll tell you what, Darryl, I'm not sure if it's even up in the sky. Is the Chat GPT blimp still rolling? Hey, there it is.
There it is.
All right. Hey, the Chat GPT blimp is still in the sky. I think we've knocked out a few helicopters, Darryl, but we're still rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. And look at what Brian Smith is doing. Brian Smith is doing an incredible job of braking or causing a lot of dirty air. Look at that. He causes the 54 to go to the wall, but Brian's going to go to the wall himself.
Boy, he's playing the
Jacob
games.
Lowe's going to capitalize. Yeah.
Hey, he plays the games, Darryl, and he just checkmated himself for now. He's going to lose the spot.
Yeah, Brian Smith is definitely playing games. I was just looking at the last 2 laps. He's purposely just cutting off Malone's air, but it did not work out for him that time. He does go up and hit the wall. Not sure if he's got a lot of damage. I don't think so. But it did ruin his momentum.
Well, Daryl, let's take a look at our HMS TV hard chargers right now. On the top of that board, the 27 machine Christian Barnes. Let's take the drone cam down for a quick flyby and look at this thing.
Yeah, Sharpie machine. Now, our understanding is that we believe he's a part-time driver, doing really well this race as he started 19th and is up to 5th. Look at this car.
Beautiful as the drone almost gets stuffed into the wall here. I was going to have to bill Christian Barnes, but thankfully we don't have to.
And the last I heard for the viewers watching at home, unfortunately, we do not have any cameramen out on the track as they are on strike, is what unless something's changed. Oh, well, never mind.
What? No, Daryl, I don't know where you heard that news, but there they are. They are on track. They're leaning over the walls like they always do.
Oh. Wow.
Crazy. I don't think there's any more. I don't think there's any more actually on the track, though, thankfully, Daryl.
That's good to know.
Just too unsafe. You know, I actually radioed down there and I said, hey, we need to take that guy out of turn 1. He does not need to be on the track. He's got a family to think about, Daryl.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait a minute. He didn't get the radio message, Daryl. These guys, we're waiting for him. There they come. Oh. Wow, these are some great shots here around Auto Club Speedway. We got a 3-wide battle for the 8th position. That's Jake Roel on the bottom, trying to get around the 28.
Ooh.
There in the middle. Oh, look out. One's off pace back here. Looks like that's Kevin Banker. Fan favorite.
We have a battle for the lead, Blake. Brian Smith is on the low side. He's going to go up. And, man, he almost touched Jacob Malone. He's going to stick on his quarter down the tri-oval here, or through the tri-oval.
Yeah.
Let's see if he dives it down here in turn 1.
Malone's got the position here, but it looks like Smith clears him for now. If he's gonna throw the slide job, he's got to do it now. Daryl, looks good to go. Brian Smith back out front.
Malone's gonna have a little bit of a head of steam though.
Smith gets a little loose there. That's going to keep Jacob Malone in the picture here up front. Just a car length lead for him. 6 laps left to go here in stage number 2. And Daryl, we did confirm stage 2 is at the end of lap 50. So it's supposed to be the end of lap 20 for stage 1 and the end of lap 50. So now we know.
Yep, absolutely. Which means we just have 5 laps to go to the end of stage 2.
In the chat, Anthony Tizio, newest member of HMS TV, says Christian Barnes is an old teammate of his. He's a cool dude. So we'll keep an eye on him. He's running pretty good here. Daryl started back in the 19th position, currently running 5th.
Yeah, Christian Barnes. Like I said, we believe he's a part-time driver. And just doing really stellar right now, up 14 spots. And he's not up 14 spots because of any kind of crazy strategy. And I mean, he pit when everybody else did. He's just doing really well.
Yeah, well, Connor Gerard says someone needs to radio down to the turn 1 cameraman and let him know to get off the track. And let's check down, Daryl. You think he's still there?
Yep, I think so. There he is.
Wow. Well, this guy, Daryl, he actually radioed back. I said, hey, buddy, it's unsafe down there. You need to get off the track. And look out. Sideways goes Malone. He's good. And then Smith loses it off the corner, too. We're seeing some tire wear, Daryl. But like I was saying, the cameraman, he said, no, Blake, I'm staying on the track. We have a broadcast for thousands of people. Millions, actually.
Yeah.
I've been informed in the chat, Daryl, the 78 car is the missile of Brian Smith.
Yeah, the missile, and I would assume that is a compliment. You know, normally you like to say that someone's a weapon, and a missile is a weapon, but I don't think the missile means a weapon in this scenario.
You know, Daryl, it's funny that was brought up because I think last year there was a poll going around. It's like, is the missile a good or a bad term? And it's actually like pretty 50-50. In my mind, caution's out. What happened here, Daryl? Uh-oh.
Am
not. There we go.
We got Patrick
Colby in the 28. He's jumped. See what happened. Here it is, Daryl. Walk us through this.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate there. Mountain Dew car does a great job avoiding that wreck. So the Montgomery native, Patrick Colby, loops it around. Might have had some help. here we go. Oh, sorry about that. Hang on. Listen up. This is from the radio here,
Yeah.
Daryl. Listen in.
Because you're a fucking parachute the whole run, then you clear him like that. It's so stupid.
That's from Jake Roel in the 8th position. He was involved in that incident, as you can tell.
Yep, I heard that as well. He was talking to, I believe, McNeil in the 48 machine.
Holding us up on lap 40, 80 to go.
Yeah, Jake Roel, he is not happy, Daryl. The good news, he's got a long way, a lot of time to repair that car, but still 70 laps left to go as everybody heads down pit road. That's going to be the end of stage number 2. Brian Smith, your stage 2 winner.
Absolutely, as everybody's going to come down and I assume take 4 fresh tires and a full tank of gas.
Let's go. Well, you know what, Daryl? It's time for a hydration break here. Speaking
All right.
this race, folks. If you're watching the World Cup, you'll know all about that. Hydration break. We'll be right back, folks. We're going HMS TV side by side. Don't you go anywhere. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you here in a couple minutes. We are back from the hydration break here at Auto Club. Your front row, it's going to be Jacob Malone on the inside, but your race leader, Brian Smith, electing for that outside line as the field is set, heading into the juicy Spider restart zone here at Auto Club. On your feet, off your seats, green flag back in the air, sponsored by HMS TV. Clean and green, black flag waving for the 28 of Patrick Colby. We have 69 nice laps left to go here with the Icon Cup Series. Series sponsored by TZO Designs. That's Anthony Tizio in the chat, so hit him up. You're looking for a paint scheme. $20 fans tuned in, watching here live tonight on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure, folks, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, check out the Discord, discord.gg/HMS TV. Easy to remember. But Brian Smith, he's holding on to that race lead. You got a side-by-side battle for second. That's Jacob Smith on the bottom, Jacob Malone on the top. Hop on board here with the Titans fan, Zach Lockett out of Catawba, North Carolina. He's going to try to gain some ground here as he sees these guys duking it out side by side. It looks like Smith going to fall on the line in front.
Wow, Jacob Malone does a power move on the outside. He's going to get to the corner of Brian Smith. Brian Smith was not expecting that.
Caught him sleeping, Daryl. Brian Smith thought he already won. He was already thinking about his victory speech and everything and for victory lane. And next thing he knows, Jacob Malone takes that top side and passes him.
Yep, absolutely. And he's going to fall in line behind Jacob Malone.
Well, Daryl, don't look now. We saw him lose all his track position earlier, basically fell to last on that incident. Well, now he's back up to 10th. Ryan Patty, he's got one of the best cars on the track. We'll see if he can get it done.
Patty, actually from Boston, Massachusetts. You know, when we talked to him, we should have asked him if he knows Steve Tucker, since he claims to be from Boston. I guarantee Ryan would say no.
No, definitely not. You know, Steve lives multiple hours away from Boston. Even though he claims he's from Boston, Massachusetts, I'm not sure he's ever been there. Daryl, what do you think?
Yeah, he claims he's been there quite a few times, but not actually from there.
Well, who knows? Maybe he's taking a flight over there, Daryl. What do you think?
Yeah, he lives far enough away. He could take a little flight.
Well, Bentley Glazer, he's taking a flight up front in that Mountain Dew number 36 machine. We know Connor Gerard loves it. Bentley Glazer looking good, up 14 positions. He's almost your hard charger, Daryl, but he's actually tied with our hard charger who's right in front of him, of Christian Barnes. Both of them up 15 positions, or 14 positions, sorry.
Yeah, your favorite comedian, Nikki Glazer, should be very happy with Bentley's performance right now.
Yeah, Nikki Glazer is ecstatic with her husband Bentley up front here in the 6th position, trying to make a move into 5th as our hard chargers were side by side there for a moment. But Jacob Malone, your race leader. We got a 3-car battle for the lead, Daryl.
Yes, we do. Jacob Smith, he's going to have to really back off. He got real tight.
Yes, he did. That was close. A 93 squeezed by him, says thank you for the spot, but he almost junked it. So Zach Lockett's going to take over that 3rd spot. You still have Malone in 1st with Brian Smith right behind him.
Battle for P3 as Jacob Smith just has a nose ahead of Zach Lockett. Is he going to be able to complete the pass? I think he is. If he slides up right now, there he goes. And he's going to get real. Ooh.
That was close. We saw it from the 6th place car of Scott Tompkins out of his front windshield. And Tompkins trying to pounce here as he's gaining some ground on the 27 machine of Barnes.
We have Cody Eldred. Oh, big wreck. Cody Eldred, Alan Bergen. Wow.
Yellow flag sponsored by HMS TV Radio is out. Daryl, let's take a look at what happened. Walk us through this. Hang on. Let's rewind this a little bit further. Let us know what you see.
Yeah, you're just going to see these two cars door bang each other. Yeah, just a lot of door banging going on. Oh, yeah.
That could have been a lot worse than it was. It's obviously not good for Cody Eldred. And oh my gosh, he gets sideswiped.
That's Alan Bergen, Alan Bergen, who we talked about earlier. That did not check up at all for that wreck.
Hop on board, Daryl.
Was not out. Yeah, the caution was not out at this time. Oh.
Caution wasn't out, Daryl, but sometimes you're better off lifting still. But, hey, it looked like Alan Bergen, he didn't care. So let's see this one more time, folks. Hop on board. He's floored. He's floored. He's floored. He lived for a second and wham.
Yeah, Waffle House is not going to be very happy about this one.
No, he's going to have a long trip back to House Springs, Missouri.
Yeah, he might have to switch over from Waffle House to Huddle House after that wreck.
They are not going to be happy. And Daryl, have you ever been to a Huddle House?
Yeah, it's not the same as a Waffle House, I promise you.
It's horrible.
Well, I do love me some Waffle House.
No, I'm talking about Huddle House. Huddle House.
No, I know. No, I know. Yeah, it's really, really bad. But as far as Waffle House goes, like I actually really like it. I'm sorry.
Waffle House is pretty good, especially for the money. I mean, bang for your buck. It's best in the business. But, Daryl, we have basically everybody on pit road. Looks like 5 cars going to stay out. One of them, your race leader of Jacob Smith, and then Brian Smith, and Jacob Smith also stays out. But not what you want to see. When you're the race leader and elect to stay out and you see 90% of the field pit, not a good feeling.
Ooh, Jacob Malone just overshot his pit box. That is going to cost him about 3 seconds, but he's still going to come out ahead. Looks like gas only for a lot of these drivers.
Makes sense. I mean, that probably makes Brian Smith feel a little bit better. They only pit 10 laps ago. Must be cutting it close here on fuel. Not sure how far they can make it, but, Daryl, I just checked. We saw Alan Bergen junk it. He is from House Springs, Missouri. He's got a long trip home, Daryl. That's 1,758 miles from Auto Club Speedway all the way home to Missouri.
Did you know that off the top of your head?
Yeah. No, Daryl, I'm an expert with House Springs, Missouri. So, yeah, I always kind of keep in mind, how far these guys' homes are from these racetracks. So, something I knew.
Connor Gerard has updated his paint schemes of the night, and it looks like he's added Christian Barnes, the 27 machine.
All right.
Not sure how that works, but Connor Gerard can do whatever he wants.
Well, Daryl, what Connor does when somebody wrecks, he boots them out of the finalists, and he puts somebody new in. So when someone wrecks, someone else benefits.
And also we have Jesse Becker in the chat, says Happy Father's Day to anyone out there. And absolutely, Jesse Becker, Happy Father's Day to you, sir. Good to see you. As he says, the fog sure is cleared up, and yes, we were worried for a little bit.
Yeah, we got kind of lucky, but yeah, Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And Daryl, you know what? My dog didn't even tell me Happy Father's Day. I'm not very happy.
Yeah, neither did my cats, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, Daryl, you are a father, so a Happy Father's Day to you, and hopefully you and your kids had some good time together here tonight.
Yep, I have one 13-year-old daughter, teenager. She'll be 14 in November. She's really tall, just like her dad. I'm 6'5", Blake. I don't know if you knew that, but she's like 5'7" already at 13. It's crazy. Yeah.
Something to definitely remember here as we are about to go back green here, Daryl. Our 5th caution of the night. It's not been a total, show, but it's been a little bit more messy than I anticipated here for Auto Club.
Yeah, absolutely. And I tell you what, as a reminder, these top 4 did not pit for gas. So if we get a really long green flag run, these top 4 are going to have to pit about 10 laps before the rest of the field. This should be pretty interesting.
All right, well, we're about to go green. Daryl, take us green.
I have no problem doing that as the pace truck is going to pull off. The fans are off their seats, on their feet. As Brian Smith and Jacob Smith's going to lead the field to the juicy spot of restart zone. Green flag in the air. I tell you what, Jacob Smith got a really good start on that bottom lane.
That's probably the best we've seen the bottom lane launch here. I'm not sure. He's probably still not going to be able to take over the race lead here, but we're going to find out as they head into turn number 1. Black flag goes to Jake Roel as we are clean and green, almost 4 wide behind them, Daryl.
Yeah. Oh, we're under caution.
Well, trying to find out what happened here, Daryl.
Waffle House, Alan Bergen.
Uh-oh. Let's see what happened here, folks. Alan Bergen involved in another wreck. Here it is. So green flag's out, and he just loses it on the bottom all by himself.
Yeah, he just goes down to the apron and just spins, and, yeah.
Surprised that brought a yellow out. Well, nonetheless, caution is out, Daryl. So let's take a short break. We're going to rack them up, grab a quick hydration break, Daryl. I tell you what, I need to stay hydrated. It's hot out here in Southern California.
Yep. I could go for some hustle fuel as well. We'll be right back.
Yep. This hydration break brought to you by hustlefuelshop.com. Use HMS TV as your discount code. 20% off your order. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in a couple minutes. We are back here at Auto Club, Daryl, our 6th caution of the night here in lap number 65.
Absolutely. And every single car that did not pit the last caution did come down. And some of them took gas only, some of them took 4 tires.
And some of them cheated,
So-
Daryl. Hanover Fist has a black flag he's going to have to serve once this goes green, it looks like.
Yep, absolutely. As Ryan Patty, your pick to win, is going to lead the field to the green. Blake, go for it.
Field is set, racked up, ready to roll. Patty on the outside, Glazer on the inside. Green flag back in the air. Ryan Patty with a great launch out front. Jake Rowell looks like he gets a black flag for something. That's like his 3rd of the night. I'm not sure what's going on, but hey, nonetheless, we are clean and green. And man, that number 8 is junk. Oh, look out! 45. What a save!
What a save by the 45. And I tell you what, drivers are not happy with the 8 machine of Kevin Banker. He just did not go. And that caused the entire top lane to just, oh man, not a good start by him.
Yes, indeed, Daryl. And you know what? That save was so good, it made me think of this. You ever heard that sound, Daryl? You know what that is?
Rocket League.
Yep, that's
what a
Rocket
save,
League.
What
And
a save.
There you go, Daryl. That's Rocket League and spamming what a save. If Jesse Becker's still in the chat, which is probably not, he has heard that plenty of times because he's my doubles partner, Daryl, and I love spamming what a save anytime Jesse does anything.
The actual lyrics is, what a save, you'll never be SSL. Yep.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, Jesse, what's going on?
I have a HMS TV update for the fans.
Oh.
We're going to give you the update so you don't have to go anywhere. New Zealand just scored against Egypt.
Let's
in the
go.
World Cup.
Big news. Good thing Daryl's doing that, folks. Zach Lockett just put down the fastest lap of the race as Ryan Patty, still your race leader. And Daryl, I have some bigger news. Earlier today, Hong Kong actually beat Nigeria.
Not in the World Cup. Well, what sport was this?
In cricket, Daryl, the most important sport. So, cricket matches going on today. Hong Kong takes down Nigeria. Belgium takes out Romania. And then Australia upsets Bangladesh. Your favorite team, Daryl.
Yeah, I guarantee that you and I and anybody watching right now does not care about cricket whatsoever.
Come on.
We care about the World Cup. And what I care about is that Belgium couldn't win their match today. So if New Zealand holds off here against Egypt, New Zealand's going to top the group over Belgium. Belgium is just trash.
Absolutely, Daryl. And, another match happened. Well, I think it happened today. The final was 0-0, so not much happened. But Iran came up with a tie. Is that right?
That was against Belgium. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun match to watch, Daryl. 2 hours of nothing. I'll tell you what is fun to watch is this right here. Ryan Patty throwing a slide job around this lap car. That's the 48 machine. Not having a good night.
Not at all.
His right front is junk. That is the Thatcher, Arizona native, Daryl, which I gave a lot of good info earlier about Thatcher, Arizona. John McNeil, unfortunately, didn't help him out. Your pick to win back to 6, Daryl. Not sure what's going on, but this 54 might be slow and it might be junk.
Well, he did hit that last caution for gas, so that's why he's back in 6. I think he'll be just fine.
We will see. Just 50 laps remain. We're well over halfway done here. No more stages. Nothing but clean and green racing, hopefully.
We forgot to mention that we hit lap 6-7 and 6-9. Apologies to the viewers.
I did mention 69 to go earlier, at least, so there's an honorable mention for that. But here they come, Daryl. At turn 4. Look at this shot. I am in the flag stand right now, folks. Talking remotely in the flag stand with Barney. What a shot. It's loud down here.
Yeah, Barney's just standing there. I think he's sleeping standing up. As Jacob Malone just flew by Bentley Glazer is going to take over the P5 position. You were just asking what was going on with him. I told you nothing's going on, Blake. He's doing just fine from Lakes, Florida.
Yeah, well, as soon as he heard that, Daryl, it really ticked him off, and he finally started holding it down full throttle. So now he's heading to the front. We have a side-by-side battle for third here, Daryl, as it looks like Smith's trying to get around Adam Ball. And how about a great night for Adam Ball so far? Starting 13th, running third. Might be one of his best races of the season if he can keep it rolling.
Chris Camburn is stopped in the tri-oval. And the caution is out, thankfully.
Here it is, Daryl. Of course, it's the 88.
Oh,
wham! And again, nothing against Chris Cameron. It's just that number, 88. Connor Zilic. I mean, he's on. Now, Daryl, did you know, speaking of Connor Zilic, since we saw that wreck already, he is only 13 points ahead of Cody Ware for last in points.
Yeah, I did realize that. And I am a glutton for punishment as Connor Zilic screwed me twice. And we have a little betting group over in another Discord. And we're not allowed to pick SVG. We for road courses, we do not pick SVG. We just
wouldn't have helped you today,
them, right? Would not have helped me today, but Connor screwed me over twice. Not Connor Gerard, but Connor Zilic screwed me over twice this season. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go ahead and pick him today. He can't screw me over 3 times in a row. Well,
he did.
He didn't screw me over, but Austin Hill did for sure. So there's that.
Yeah, well. Connor Gerard earlier said Rocket League mention. I bet Connor Gerard's a beast on Rocket League, Daryl. I think I've seen him before, and he was just dunking on everybody.
Yeah, I've heard that Connor Gerard is SSL.
Yep.
For sure, yeah.
That's the highest ranking in Rocket League, folks. He actually might be in the Pro Series. I'm not sure if he's still in the Pro Series or not, but everybody heading down pit road except your pick to win, Jacob Malone. What do you think of this decision, Daryl?
Well, I don't know. It all depends on how many of these drivers get tires. I'm going to guess that a lot of them do. And if that's the case, Jacob Malone's not going to be in a good spot.
I think so. So they get 4 sets of tires, Daryl. I'm guessing Malone took one after his first stop and his second stop, and then probably that last stop. So maybe he's wanting to save that last set in case there's a late caution. So I'm guessing he is trying to save a set.
Ryan Patty, your pick to win, took 4 tires. Patrick Colby, 4 tires.
Like everybody.
Most everybody took 4 tires, yeah, except for Jake Worrell.
Yeah, he goes fuel only. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to have guys with fresh tires, guys with old tires. Nobody going with 2 tires here. At the 2-mile tracks, 2 tires really doesn't make much sense. You're better off either getting 4 or just filling and going. In the chat, Daryl, left labral tier says, let's go CCR/ECR, guys, which we talked to Ryan Patty earlier, Daryl. He's my pick to win. Let's see if we can get it done.
That would be a labral tear, which is damage to the ring of cartilage that lines the socket of your shoulder or hip joint.
I'm glad you knew that. I thought it was tier. Yeah, of course you did.
I'm a doctor. I'm just not licensed. So,
I got you. Now, so you spent a lot of time on WebMD?
No, I just knew that. Like it's just everybody knows what everybody knows what a labrum tear is. Come on, don't be silly.
Yeah, I could have swore it was tiered, but hey, I'm glad you you looked into that, Daryl. But hey, we're lined up, ready to roll. It's going to be Malone on the outside, Smith on the inside, on the older tires. We'll see if that's going to cost them. Oh, and
that is Daniel Finnegan. Left labral tear is. I'm sorry, Nathan Finnegan. My pick to win last week, who won the race. And Nathan, I was going to pick you again. I actually did. You'll go back at the beginning of this broadcast. I did pick you to win, but then I found out you weren't even in the session, so you're junk.
Yeah, you kind of let Daryl down, Nathan. Not going to lie. It's unfortunate that you were going to do that to Daryl, but poor Daryl up here. He was pretty distraught earlier, but I talked him off the cliff.
Yeah, so I went with Jacob Malone instead, and with all these guys that just came down and got 4 fresh tires, and Jacob Malone has been out for 12 laps. Now, some of these laps have been under caution, though, so I think Jacob Malone might actually be okay.
I think so, too. He should be fine here. I mean, tire fall off here, it's there. It's just not a huge thing, so I'm pretty sure they'll be all right. Now, these guys, they probably still have to pit once more, I would think. I mean, we still have 44 laps left to go here at the 2-mile track, 60% fuel, so probably not enough in the tank to make it unless we get some more yellows, which is certainly possible. But looks like the pace truck is in. Field is set as we head to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at Auto Club. Jacob Malone, your race leader, looking good out front. You got Brian Smith second, Jacob Smith third, Ryan Patty fourth, and rounding out your top 5, haven't heard much from this guy. It's the 52 of Jeff Dillon from Millersville, Maryland.
Millersville, Maryland. I actually don't know anything about Millersville, Maryland.
Yeah, you
know, go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead.
Finnegan says he's out of state or been out of state for a bachelor party this weekend. He just got back this afternoon and he's exhausted. Blake, I don't know if that's a good enough excuse.
Nah, I totally agree. Now, OBN Studios is asking, can I get a Discord invite for this league? If Finnegan wants to drop a Discord invite, you can. Or if you want to join the HMS TV Discord, we can point you in the right direction. It's discord.gg/HMS TV. Again, that's for the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord. But if you want the Icon Cup Series Discord, shoot us a message in there, and we'll link you up, get you in the right direction. So we're still clean and green here, Daryl. Jacob Malone still out front. We got some good, hard racing through the field.
Yep, we're looking at Adam Ball, Clovis, New Mexico. We talked about Clovis not too long ago. Running in the P9 position.
Yeah, Clovis is a great town, Daryl. I'm glad we know a lot about it now. Let's drop back in the field. Cody Eldred, he was not happy earlier, had some messages for some drivers that we cannot share on the air, but they weren't very kind.
Not kind at all. And real quick, before we have a battle for the lead, one thing I forgot to mention about Clovis, New Mexico, is the largest cheddar cheese producer in North America.
Oh.
Did you know that, Blake? I did.
Of course. Yeah, no, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, I did know that, Daryl.
Okay. You know, it's great to be in the booth with you. I think after every single race, I thank you for allowing me to do this with you. And honestly, like, just learning so much about the world is why I like this so much.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, there's all these new towns, you know, that most people have never heard of. Obviously, we've heard of them, Daryl, but, you know, just all kinds of crazy places out here like Boston, Massachusetts. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have a battle for the lead. Brian Smith went really, really low. He's not going to be able to complete it. He's going to get back in line as they go down the backstretch.
Yeah, Jacob Malone holding off Brian Smith for now. 40 laps remain, so still a long way to go here. You don't want to tear up your race car, but you definitely want the track position if possible.
Jacob Malone doing a really good job of cutting the air off of Brian Smith. He's going to snake it down the trail over here. He's going to go down. Oh, and we do have a wreck.
Boy, been a rough one for some of these guys. Jake Roel involved in another incident. Poor guy's had a rough race. Let's see what happens. He's side by side here, Daryl. Oh, he just loses it.
Yeah, he got really, yeah. If you go back and watch it just a little further, he just got really, really tight. And, yeah, just lost it here. You're going to see him here on the bottom. Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
You see him here on the bottom. He doesn't want to go up and hit the car to his outside. So he kind of turns his wheel, probably a little too much to the left. Yep, overcorrects. No harm, no foul, though. Didn't hit the wall, didn't hit any other car. Everything's good.
Yeah, well, right now you got Malone out front, the Smith second and third, and then Ryan Patty fourth with Lockett rounding out your top 5. We may as well take a short break, thank some sponsors, and actually first, Larry McReynolds has a quick message. Go ahead, Larry. What do you got to say?
Hi, I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
And we are back here at Auto Club. Caution number 8 is about in the books. It's going to be a Smith on Smith front row. That's Brian Smith on the top side with Jacob Smith on the bottom. Pace truck in, ready to roll towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. I'm in the flag stand with Barney. Green flag in the air. Barney going crazy. What a shot up here as we go down trackside to our cameraman. We got one on the wall heading into turn number 1, and then this is my favorite shot right here. What a shot as Brian Smith holds on to your race lead. He's out to a bit of a gap. He's going to shake the draft going down to the bottom. Time to check our blimp up high in the sky, folks. Again, ChatGPT is driving it, so I don't know what it's going to be looking at. Let's see if it's following along. Oh, no. Well, it's still on the track, folks, but it's not really focused. But Brian Smith, your race leader. This is a beautiful shot. Thank you, ChatGPT. We are pilotless up in the sky. We've taken out 3 helicopters and 1 small plane as we have a battle for the race lead. Brian Smith, go ahead, Daryl.
Is that true?
Oh, yeah. Yes, but it wasn't our fault. Disclaimer, not our fault. Zach Lockett, though, in the third position out of Catawba, North Carolina. Looking good. He was your pole sitter, Daryl. Immediately dropped back a few spots, and he's trying to claw his way back out front.
Yeah, Zach Lockett doing really well. We know he had a rough start to this race, but he has got it together, running up here in the P3 position, trying to battle with Jacob Malone. Excuse me, Jacob Smith.
Yeah, well, Jacob Malone is on your screen right now, Daryl. He just got fresh tires during that break, and he put down the fastest lap of the session. So tires do matter a little bit here at Auto Club. Jacob Malone, fastest car on the track.
Yeah, he's just going to have to make good use out of those 4 fresh tires. He does not want to burn them up coming through the field. You know, a lot of times it's good to get 4 fresh tires, obviously, but if you burn them up trying to pass cars, it doesn't matter.
I agree. As Ryan Patty comes down, almost gets into the 45, he stops as they are side by side, a battle for 4th. That's Tompkins on the inside with Patty on the outside. Patty's going to hold on to the spot.
Now look what Brian Smith is doing. Oh, boy.
Close.
Never mind.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That was close.
Brian Smith is doing something that I like to do. Look at the 2 cars behind him. When they're side by side, he wants to keep them side by side. So right here, he's going to go low. He's going to make sure that the 2 cars behind him are side by side. It's a great strategy because when you're side by side, you use up more tire.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Daryl. He's also doing something else that I like doing as well. You know what that is?
Leading the race.
Yeah, exactly. Winning the race. Brian Smith doing what he needs to do. He is out front. Lock it into the 2nd spot. You got Smith 3rd, Patty 4th. Tompkins rounding out your top 5 as we got a side-by-side battle for 6th. Three wide here. Look out. 54 is there. Hard into the wall. We're good.
That 54, Jacob Malone, is absolutely on a mission. I hope he has still one set of tires over the wall.
I think he
This
just
set,
used it
I
on
doubt.
that. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure he used that last set, Daryl. He has pit 5 times, so I don't know if he used tires all 5. He might still have one, though. I don't know, folks. There's really no way for us to be able to tell. I can just tell how many times they went down pit road, but I think one of them was a fuel-only stop. So who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, if this is his only set of tires, he's making up a lot of ground right now, but he'll be in trouble. I mean, unless he stays green, then he's in the best car on the track if this stays green the rest of the way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he does still have a set. If we look at our pit strategy board, the HMS TV pit strategy board, you see one of the stops there from Malone was like back-to-back. You know, he did 10 laps and he went back in pit road. I doubt he took tires on the 3rd stop. So, yeah, I'm thinking he's probably still got a set. I think everybody's got at least one up front.
Good to know.
Or wait, we have 5 sets, right? Is that right? Or is it 4?
Not exactly.
5. It's 5. Here's the HMS TV rules. Take a look, folks. 5 sets of tires. So, yeah, he should be good. I think everybody's still got one.
Yeah, he's going to hope that this stays green the rest of the way, because if it does, then I don't think these leaders are going to have a chance against him.
Yeah,
Here he goes. He's side by side for P3.
Yeah, he's definitely got the tire advantage on everybody right now. So we'll see if it stays green, and he'll definitely be good to go the rest of the way on fuel if it does, because he did just pit. So he's side by side right now for 3rd. Can he make the pass? Pretty close. He does. Side-by-side battle for the race lead, though, Daryl. That's Zach Lockett looking to the inside in that Titans 93 machine. Daryl, if you're Jacob Malone, you just need to be patient. Like, you know, you got fresher tires. Oh, that's pretty close.
Brian Smith just got loose coming out of 2. He's going to lose a bunch of spots here, as everybody's going to go around him on the outside.
Yep. Well, Zach Lockett takes over the race lead. This is the first time he's been in the lead since the green flag came out, because he was your pole sitter, but the start didn't go so well for him, and somebody's smoking tires in the back.
Jacob Smith also just got loose coming out of 4. So now he's going to fall back.
Boy, let's see if this Titans 93 machine can hold on, Daryl, or if he's going to pull a Tennessee Titans and mess it up late in the race.
We will see if we have a Music City miracle here tonight. And that Titans machine running up front. Does he throw a lateral to Wycheck, I believe is that guy's name. Man, I have a good memory.
Yeah, well, Nikki's husband currently in the 6th position. Daryl in that Mountain Dew 36 machine. He's trying to get around Brian Smith, and he is going to do so with 26 laps left to go.
Here comes Jacob Malone for the race lead, side by side with Zach Lockett. With those 4 fresh tires, you'd think he'd have a little bit of an advantage, but they both get loose coming out of 4. He's going to stay on his quarter.
Yeah, Malone just needs to enter the corner side by side, Daryl. He's in a good position to throw the slide job here. Malone's going to try to run it in deep, or he's going to run him up the track. Wow. 54 just runs him up the track. I'm kind of shocked there, and he just hands the lead over out of nowhere. Ryan Patty throws a slide job. Wow.
Zach Lockett is not happy about that move.
He shouldn't be, Daryl. I don't know what the 54's doing. He's got the fresher tires. If he throws a slide job there, just dive bombs the corner, he takes over the race lead, but instead he just elected to push Lockett up the track and hand the lead on over to Patty.
I don't know if that radio traffic is going to be safe for our viewers, but I'll paraphrase. Zach Lockett basically said, hey, Jacob, there's a car high. What are you doing?
Here, hang on, Daryl. Here, listen.
There's a turn here, 54.
That's from Zach Lockett when he was in the race lead. When the 54, I mean, I don't know if he saw the corner or he just didn't care. But, hey, the good news for the 54, Daryl, he's still got the fresh tires, and he's going to be working for that race lead here on Ryan Patty.
Yep, he's going to get stuck on the bottom, though. Jacob Malone's got to be careful. He does have the fresher tires. He's going to door bang.
He is not happy
again.
I don't know what Lockett did to him, but the 54 is not a fan of the Tennessee Titans.
I don't think Lockett did anything to him.
No, he didn't. Well, Jacob Malone, he's using up those fresh tires, Daryl. If he keeps driving it that hard, his tire advantage may not last too much longer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fresh tires does not matter if you just completely burn them up trying to get through traffic. It's considered net zero.
Black flag for cheating for Chris Camburn, waving in the air. So Chris Camburn going to have to serve a black, and I really like that corner there by Lockett, Daryl. Lockett goes up high because he saw the 54 going down to the bottom. And Ryan Patty, he defends the bottom for some reason, and I think he's going to lose the race lead because of it, Daryl. Oh, never mind. No, he's not.
No, he's doing just fine, actually. That was a good move by Ryan Patty to go really low. Oh, 45. Scott Tompkins goes down to the apron, but he's just fine.
And Tompkins falls in the line, loses one spot there, but could have been much worse. But we still have this great battle for the race lead between these three, Ryan Patty, Zach Lockett, and Jacob Malone. Malone's tire advantage, I don't know if it's fading or if he's trying to build a run-up, Daryl.
I think he's just trying to build a run-up. If I was him, I wouldn't be constantly going low. I would just run high with these leaders like he's going to do right here. This is a good move by him. He's not diving it low. He's just kind of running a little high, get a good exit out of the corner, and then try to make your move. I like this by Jacob Malone.
And now, Daryl, his tire advantage is only 8 laps. And I think every lap around, that advantage, it kind of falls off a little bit in my mind. So Jacob Malone, if he's going to make a move, he needs to make something happen soon, as there's just 21 laps left to go. Hopefully the 54 can get something going.
He's going to try right here as Zach Lockett gets loose coming out of 2. Jacob Malone is going to take over that P2 position.
Yeah, Lockett had the good position there, Daryl. Unfortunately, the tire's starting to fade a bit. He loses it just a touch, and then Malone able to carry the momentum in the second. Now, Ryan Patty, my pick to win, is out front. Hopefully that baby stays nice and calm over there in the Patty household.
Well, I got news for Ryan Patty. Jacob Malone is right there. He's just going to continue to run this high lane. I think he's not going to quite get there this time, but he's going to get a big run.
That big run incoming. Now, Daryl, he set himself up for a slide job opportunity heading into one. As Patty shakes the draft, probably a good move right there. What's the 54 elect to do? He's riding the wall, staying up high.
Absolutely stay high. Do not try to make the move until you get to at least a quarter or side-by-side entering the corner. Very smart move by Jacob Malone.
Yeah, now, Daryl, you kind of have to think corners ahead here at Auto Club. You need to get a run. I think the best opportunity, run it high here in turn one, get a big run onto the backstretch, and then throw your slide job in 3 and 4. That's probably your best bet to pass the race leader.
Absolutely. He's going to have a massive run here, Blake. He might clear him before the corner. Here he goes.
Yes, he did. Big run there, and he's going to set him up for an easy slide job, Daryl. He's going to take over the race lead. There it is. Gets a job done before the corner. Jacob Malone out front with the fresher tires. If this thing stays green, I think these guys might be in trouble.
Ooh, he just dirt tracked it coming out of 4.
Oh.
As we see those leaders, Zach Lockett and Ryan Patty are pitting.
Wow, so maybe they have less fuel than we imagined, Daryl, with 18 laps left to go. Remember, Malone pit 8 laps after those guys. So, I mean, in my mind, I don't think Malone can make it.
I'm not sure if he can make it either because Ryan Patty has been out for 28 laps. Lockett was out for 28 laps.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Malone's going to have to pit as well. I think everybody still has to pit. So the race off pit road is going to be important here, Daryl. Zach Lockett and Ryan Patty both pit at the same time. Who wins this race? Looks like 2 tires from Patty, it looks like.
Brian Smith coming down pit road. He also has been out for 28 laps.
Wow. 2 tires for Lockett as well. Just a better stop from Ryan Patty. So Ryan Patty wins that battle off pit road, and not even close, honestly.
Now here we go. So we're going to see Zach Lockett merge on the backstretch. He's just about a couple seconds behind our race leader, Jacob Malone. But we'll see what this tire advantage will do for him. As
Yeah,
we know,
just
he took 2 tires.
Yeah, again, just 2 tires. Probably a smart call going 2 tires. I know I said earlier 4 tires or gas and goes the way to go, but we only have 17 laps left. Malone down pit road.
Yep, absolutely. You have to pit here as you see everybody else pitting. Now, what does Jacob Malone do? I think with this field all spread out, I think he will also take 2 tires like everybody else.
I think 2 tires is smart here because the splash and go, I mean, you're probably not going to save much time at all with getting no tires or 2 tires. Might be worth a second or 2 at the most, but Shane Cochran takes over the race lead for now, but he is going to have to pit again, and same case with Patrick Colby in second.
Oh, Jacob Malone overshot his pit box again, Blake.
Man,
for
he's
the
killing
second
himself.
time.
Yeah, that's going to cost him the lead for sure, Daryl. I mean, that's valuable time right there. You can't waste.
He is also getting 4 tires.
Oh, what a horrible pit stop. 16.43 seconds. Man.
Zach Lockett, Brian Smith, Ryan Patty, all out in front of him as he is still on the apron. He's definitely going to need a caution, Blake.
Well, Ryan Patty's going to inherit this race lead, Daryl, and it's really not even that close. I mean, Eldred, I believe, when did Eldred pit? I'm looking at my
22 laps ago.
Yeah, so he's junk. I mean, yeah, Eldred's out of it, so it's basically Lockett. And Daryl, we see about a second difference between him and Lockett.
Something like that. Ryan Patty, as you said, is going to inherit the race lead. Ryan Patty's going to inherit the race lead, and Jacob Malone is going to be about 6 seconds behind him. And with only 14 to go when these leaders hit the line, it's just not going to be enough time.
Yeah, Malone, I mean, he really buried himself with that pit stop. It's unfortunate. He had one of the best cars here tonight. Well, unless he gets a caution, and he's going to need one quick, his chance to win may be over. But, you know, let's not forget about Brian Smith. He is right behind Ryan Patty. He'll take over second here eventually after Patrick Colby heads down pit road here in the next few laps.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll definitely take a caution for Jacob Malone. Now, I don't know if anybody's spotting for Jacob Malone, but I tell you what, if I was spotting for him, now I'm not the best spotter in the world, but if I was spotting for him, I'd be telling him, hey, everybody else took 2 tires, you need to take 2 tires as well.
Yeah, well, unfortunately he didn't, and he had the freshest tires going in, so it's kind of shocking he took 4. Not sure if that was a mistake or not, but We'll see how this all plays out here as Ryan Patty is just waiting to inherit that race lead. It all comes down to when Patrick Colby heads down pit road. It's going to be 13 laps left to go here at Auto Club.
Now, if there was 25 laps to go, 26 laps to go, and they could make it the rest of the way, I would probably say 4 tires. But,
Hey, Daryl, Patrick
look at
Colby,
this.
he is fuel saving. Maybe he's close. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. But Patrick Colby holding that clutch in, Daryl. He's losing a lot of time. But I don't know. Maybe Colby can extend this out. I don't know. He pit on lap 82. We have 120 laps. I don't. That'd be crazy to go 38 laps. I don't think it's possible.
I mean, I don't think he'd be clutching at all if he didn't think he'd have a shot of making it. So it's got to be close.
I mean, he's already been out there 28 laps, Daryl. That's how as far as our race leaders stayed out until they pit. So I don't know. I'd be shocked. He definitely would need a miracle for it to happen, but we'll just wait and see because last lap around, Daryl, our race leader, Patrick Colby, he was 3 seconds slower than Ryan Patty. So I think Ryan will catch him anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if he goes too slow trying to save gas, you're right. Ryan Patty and Brian Smith will just blow his doors off as they do not have to save at all.
Well, at the end of the day, Colby might be thinking, I'm not trying to win the race. I'm just trying to get a better finish. So if he can limp, that car across the line and finish this race, it's going to be a decent finish for him. But again, I'll be shocked. But we got a good battle right here between second and third. Essentially going to be the battle for the win. That's Brian Smith in third, Ryan Patty sitting in second. And Cody Eldred heading down pit road this time, I think. But hang on, Daryl. This came through the radio earlier from Cody Eldred.
We've got it in the top 10. Just a reminder, I'm damaged as f***. I'm just going to run the high line.
Yeah, just letting people know he's damaged. So that's Cody Eldred earlier. And Daryl, we got a good battle for the race lead. Is Patty going to protect the top?
He better protect the top. It'd be very smart of him to do that. As we know, it's very hard to pass on the bottom. We just saw Brian Smith get a little tight right there. He had to let off the gas.
Yeah, now earlier, Daryl, we saw guys, they were just holding the top line when they're in the race lead. Now, if you're in the race lead and somebody goes underneath you, you want to run them down the track. I mean, I'm not saying door them, but you want to squeeze them and make them exit that corner on the bottom of on the bottom of the track, and they're going to get loose.
The leaders are coming to the line with 9 laps to go, and Patrick Colby has a 9-second lead over Ryan Patty. So if for some miracle Patrick Colby has enough gas to make it the rest of the way, he cannot afford to lose no more than 1 second a lap.
Yeah, well, last time around, Daryl, he ran a 42.15. Ryan Patty, a 40.68. So about a second and a half.
Well, that's great math because they're coming into 3, and those leaders, Ryan Patty and Brian Smith, P2 and P3 already gained a second. So no way does Patrick Colby hang on to this lead.
Unless
he's going to be desperate for a caution.
Again, and I'd still be shocked if he even makes this on fuel. Again, we'll just wait and see. 8 laps left to go. If this thing stays clean and green, we're going to have a good battle between these two. And don't count out Lockett. You see him in the frame right behind these two. If they start battling, he may have a shot.
Someone who's only 4 seconds behind Ryan Patty and Brian Smith is Jacob Malone, who took those 4 tires. Well, yeah, 4 seconds behind. I just don't think it's going to be enough time with only 7 laps to go at the line.
Side-by-side battle for this second position for now. Again, I think it's going to end up being the battle for the race win, but we have 7 laps remaining. Brian Smith getting a good run. Can he set himself up for a slide job? Oh, wow.
He gets it done, but Ryan Patty is looking back to the inside. Blake, this is a lot of fun.
Side by side down the backstretch. Patty's got to run. I think he's going to do it, Daryl. He doors them going in. Is he going to clear them door to door through 3 and 4?
I think he is going to clear him, Blake. Just barely.
Oh, no!
Just barely. Yeah, there he is.
Wow, what a save from Brian Smith. He could have just junked it right there, Daryl, if he stayed in the throttle, but he gives up the momentum and gets past, but he's still got a shot. 6 laps left to go here. Battle for the win on your screen.
And Ryan Patty is doing exactly what Brian Smith would be doing if he was in the lead, and that is cutting off that air. Ryan Patty doing an incredible job
I'm having
of creating
flashbacks.
dirty air for, yeah.
I'm having flashbacks to last week at Pocono, Daryl. We saw what Ryan Patty was doing going down to that inside wall.
Brian Smith just got on the radio and said, uh-oh. And I think he realizes that he does not have enough to get back to Ryan Patty. I could be wrong, but I think that's what the uh-oh meant.
And him getting sideways there, I'm sure weren't good on the tires. Probably has some flat spots, but 5 laps left to go. Patrick Colby, he's still out here, Daryl, but the race lead down to 3 seconds.
Man, I tell you what, he's still clutching it. Does he have enough gas to where if this lead comes down to, let's just say, 1 second, can he hit the gas for the last, like, let's say 2 laps of the race to win it? Man, that would be incredible. If he has to clutch it the rest of this race, there's no way he stays in the lead. But has he saved enough? We'll find out.
Well, he's only lost half a second last time around, Daryl. He's picked up the pace, 41.13 last time around. Ryan Patty, a 40.68. Looks, down pit road he goes. I figured, Daryl, yeah, he almost made a miracle happen, but he came up 3 laps short. May as well try something. He's maybe hoping for a late yellow. I'm not sure what the strategy was. He just wanted to try something different, I'm sure. But he's going to hand that race lead on over to Ryan Patty. You got Brian Smith back in the picture here, Daryl.
And the reason why is because Ryan Patty actually just hit the wall on the entrance of turn 1. And that caused Brian Smith to move up. And then Brian Smith got a little loose in the middle of the corner.
Going to get interesting for sure. You still have Lockett back there in the 3rd position. I believe you have a lap car coming up in the picture as well. So top 3 still the same, and we have 2 laps left to go here at Auto Club.
Man, imagine if a caution were to come out this lap. Brian Smith would love it. Zach Lockett would love it. Jacob Malone for sure would love it with those 4 tires. He's just not going to have enough to do anything.
Well, they're going down the backstretch here, Daryl. Still, and you get this lap car. Now, what's this lap car going to do, Daryl? He's faster. He's got the fresh tires. You know, if he wanted to, if he was a Brian Smith fan, he could push him down the straightaway and honestly maybe help him get the win.
Yeah, we're talking about Jake Worrell. Oh, he is going to push Brian Smith.
Into the tri-oval, Daryl. White flag in the air. Sponsored by TZO Designs. Here we go. Last lap around Auto Club Speedway. Ryan Patty, your race leader. See if he gets a push here, Daryl. This is his last chance down the backstretch. Lap car not really close enough to give him a big enough push as they go into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Smith throws a haymaker. It's not going to be enough. Ryan Patty out front, out of 4, clean track in front of him. On your feet, Boston, Massachusetts, checkered flag in the air. Ryan Patty wins at Auto Club.
Brian Smith finishes P2, Zach Lockett P3. That's our podium finish. Adam Ball, Bentley Glazer, top 5. And we weren't able to catch it, Blake, because we were focused on the leader. But Jacob Malone spun on the last lap on the backstretch.
Here it is.
He is all still falling, currently in the P15 position.
Slide job. Land O'Lakes, Florida native. Loops it around. Hey, that was, well, it was going to be a cool save there, but it ended up not. Wow, so Ryan Patty, Daryl, started 10th, brings home the win here. My pick to win, I knew he'd get it done.
Yeah, he was also my pick to win. I knew it all along. Just shout out to him. He just did an incredible job.
What a race, though, for Ryan Patty, folks. We're going to take a quick break as we watch Ryan Patty burn it down. We're going HMS TV side by side. We're going to be back here in a moment for some driver interviews. Don't you go anywhere. Be right back. We are back here at Auto Club, and I think Daryl's got some drivers lined up and ready to roll for some interviews.
Absolutely. We're going to start with our P3 finisher, Zach Lockett. Zach, Daryl, and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you guys.
Well, Zach, congratulations on a P3 finish, a podium finish for you. 120 laps at Auto Club. Tell us about your night.
Yeah, I mean, got the pole, so was feeling pretty fast off the start, and did not think to check a restart there with the extra horsepower we had in the car tonight. So spun my tires a bit on the restart, kind of put me back in that 5th to 6th range, battled, right there most of the night. And, coming down to the end there, played a little bit of a different strategy, took 8 laps into the last stage, and thought maybe we could make it on a one stop, ended up not being able to. So there was a caution in there at some point, put 4 on it again. And the plan was, to always take 2. And that's what I did there with about 17, 18 to go. And called out that I was going to the pit, and then Patty pit with me, which is smart by him. He got in there last second and pit with me. And I actually ended up putting an extra gallon or so of fuel in. I had my margin on 5 laps in case we had overtime, which is stupid to do because it made my pit stop 1 second longer, and then Ryan got off pit road a little bit before me and ended up losing the race by a second. So, if I didn't put that extra margin in there, felt like maybe I could be sitting in the winner's circle tonight. Who knows? So, got to stop doing that. Got to stop playing the overtime strategy in case there is. Just got to get enough fuel right in the tank there to run it to the end. So. Overall, great night. Like I said, had speed, ran up front. Can't hate a podium, but when you see your pit stop 1 second longer and then you lose by 1 second, it makes you kick yourself a little bit.
Yeah, now, Zach, I mean, you had speed all night long. You were able to recover, but on the initial start, Daryl had a very rude line. I mean, this guy's out of line, but he said you fumbled like the Tennessee Titans on that initial start.
Hey, that's fair. Last couple of years, man, that's fair. That's totally fair. I'm optimistic about this year, though, so I'm always, every now and then repping my Titans car. I know you don't see many of them on the iRacing track, but proud Titans fan.
I have a Minnesota Vikings car, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. Hey, Vikings are a little. I mean, who knows what JJ McCarthy's going to do this year? So who knows? Him or Kyler Murray?
It's not JJ. It's Kyler Murray. Absolutely.
I was going to say you got a couple good options.
Yeah, well, hey, Zach, congratulations. You put it on the podium here at Auto Club. Did a great job in that 93 machine. Before you head out, though, got any shout-outs for our fans at home?
Yeah, I just got to thank you guys for coming on board here the last few weeks. It's been really fun to watch the broadcast, going back and, get some good, exciting action. I know you guys know Chris Mackey pretty well. He's one of my teammates. So Chris has hyped you guys up a lot, which is awesome. Got to give a shout out to everyone in the league. Patty, obviously the winner tonight, and all the admins do a great job. And GoRacingDiecast.com. It's usually on the car, but had to pull out the Titans car this week. And my other Adrenaline teammates, John McNeil, Nathan Brzezowski, who wasn't here tonight, but shout out to them. They're always doing great things with me, Josh Freed, Lane Phillips, all the guys that racing us with Adrenaline. But other than that, that's about it.
All right, well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's third place finisher here at Auto Club, Zach Lockett.
Hey, I think it's time now to bring in Brian Smith, our P2 finisher. Brian, Darren and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, guys?
Well, Brian, congratulations on a P2 finish. I mean, we were watching you and Ryan like a hawk there at the end. You tried to get around him and just couldn't get it done. But hey, P2 still an amazing night for you. Tell us about it.
Yeah, what a great battle that was at the end. This car tonight was so much fun to drive. They did a great job with the setup. I think it was Hanover who built the setup, so if it was, great job. What an awesome track. I mean, you could run top, bottom, middle, anywhere. Try and get out of that dirty air. And unfortunately, there at the end, I just felt like the bottom was the only place I could make time, and I think that's what was working for Ryan too, obviously, because that's where he was wrapping the bottom too. So just yeah, I got out front there on that last run, and I wiggled, and it just never felt the same after that. And once he got about half a second out in front of me, I knew it was going to be a challenge to overcome that air. But so much fun, great job by Ryan. Just executed perfectly. He hit pit road one lap quicker than I did, and that was definitely the right call. Get that track position, and yeah, great race all around. I mean, Malone was fast, Lockett was fast, Jacob was fast, Jake was fast too. My teammates there, they had a couple things not go their way, but just so much fun tonight. I wish we could drive this track every night. I mean, it's great, and the added horsepower was awesome too.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun watching you. I mean, you guys had a great battle there at the end, and you had a great save there as well. But, I mean, hey, you have to be kind of sweating it. Ryan's going to pick up a few points on you.
Yeah. You got to keep an eye on that. It's a shame Nathan wasn't here tonight. He would have loved driving this thing too. So, but yeah, well, I think we're still going to be in first after this race, but we'll have to wait for those points update. But yeah, we'll pay attention to it.
Well, hey, Brian, I mean, you're in a bit of a dry spell. It's now been 2 weeks since you've won, so hopefully next week you can get it back going. We're going to be at Sonoma. How you feeling about your road course racing skills?
I'd say that I'm pretty strong on the road courses. I know Nathan was super fast there last year. We had a phenomenal battle. My personal favorite race of the year last year, where I got to pass him on the lead lap, but on the final lap. But yeah, love Sonoma, awesome track. Looking forward to that. And yeah, the Jason Metalworks TZO Designs Ford Mustang will be strong next weekend.
All right, well, we'll certainly watch out for you. Congratulations, putting it second on the podium. Before you head out, though, Brian, got any final shout-outs for our fans sitting at home?
Yeah, shout out to you guys. Happy Father's Day to everyone watching. I know my dad's watching. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Great job by everyone on track. Like I said, just awesome battle throughout the night. It was just super fun, respectful, clean, awesome side-by-side racing. So, yeah, thanks to you guys. JasonMetalworks.com, TZO Designs, and yeah, we'll see you next week.
All right, see you next week. Tonight's second place finisher, Brian Smith.
And Blake, before we bring in Ryan Patty, we dropped the ball a little bit. As we were interviewing Zach Lockett, Connor Gerard named the 93 car paint scheme of the night in that Titans machine. I did message Zach the screenshot of Connor saying that, and Zach, yeah, exactly. Zach said, "We'll take it." That's a W. So Zach Lockett, P3 on the track, but P1 for paint scheme of the night.
That's all that matters, Daryl. I tell you what, I'd rather get paint scheme of the night than win the race from Connor Gerard.
Absolutely. But without any further ado, we're looking at the 30 machines. Brian Patty, let's talk to him. Brian, Daryl and Blake in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, fellas, how we doing?
Well, good. Ryan, congratulations. We talked to you earlier. You've now won the race, 120 laps here at Auto Club. And Blake and I had you as our pick to win before it even started, before qualifying. We both picked you.
Oh, yeah.
And how's your night?
Oh, it was awesome, man. I can now say that I've won on Mother's Day and I've won on Father's Day.
All right.
I think 2 years ago I won on Mother's Day, and now this is my first Father's Day as a dad. Got to be able to wrap it up with a win here, so feeling pretty awesome. It's an awesome way to end the night. This season's been probably the toughest of my iRacing days, just because, I got a new job this year, got the baby, a lot of other priorities, pulling me other directions. So I really haven't had the seat time. So, being able to pull off a win at such a challenging track, beating Brian and Zach and the rest of these guys straight up, feels really good.
Ryan, I mean, you were fast all night long. Now, early on, you were involved in a little minor incident. You had to drop to the back there, but you're able to work back through. When that happened, were you kind of sweating it?
Yeah, while it was happening, I was sweating it for sure. I mean, it was just a tight situation with the the 4th throwing a slide job on me. I was trying to cross him over, didn't have the room when I backed up. I think I slowed up too much, and I don't know if the 93 got me or if I just spun myself. And I was staring right at the pit road wall, so I hooked the car back the other way. And thankfully, just the way it worked out, I was able to miss the wall, miss the cone, and avoid a black flag and keep it going. So no damage, no harm, no foul. Obviously missed out on the stage points there, but most importantly, kept the car clean. So I was happy with that.
And real quick, Ryan, Blake, sorry, not to interrupt real quick. Ryan, we have another driver in another league that HMS TV puts on that claims he's from Boston, and he's not actually from Boston. Now, Cinch McCoy in the chat right now says imposter. He does not sense a Boston accent. Are you actually from Boston, Massachusetts?
So I'm from a town called Medford, which is a bordering town of Boston. So close enough. I will say no, not the actual city, but right next door.
Close enough. Close enough.
Close enough.
Yes, sir.
This other guy is about 2 hours away, so
Yeah,
you're definitely
Oh yeah, no, I used to ride my bike downtown. I worked around Fenway for 9 years too. So
okay.
Got the credentials for the city if you need them.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad you mentioned that, Daryl. That's something we've been wondering.
Yeah. Go ahead, Blake. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh no. I was just gonna compliment Ryan on his great run here tonight and ask him, Ryan, you got any shout outs for our fans here at home?
Yeah, first off, shout out to my teammates. Real supportive all night. The Adam Ball coming home with the top 5 is great to see. He works real hard, and Hanover. I know he was bumming about that start and spinning the tires there. It happens, but coming home with a P14, and Cody with a tough night. I mean, he got caught up in some other folks' messes, but just appreciate all the support, and it's always fun to hang out with them in the radio room. Do want to thank you guys for everything you do here in the broadcast booth. Really has boosted the league, given us a whole new energy. So I appreciate everything that you guys are bringing to the league this season here. And I'm probably forgetting a couple of people, but before I wrap up, I'll say I love you to my wife, my daughter. This is a great way to wrap up Father's Day. It was a wonderful day, and I'll see them both soon.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations. Tonight's winner here at Auto Club out of Boston, Massachusetts, Ryan Petty.
From Boston, Massachusetts, Blake. Boston.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. With a wicked win.
See you next week, Brian.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Sorry, Cinch McCoy said, give me a Boston accent. I know he was talking to Ryan. Ryan didn't do it, so I did it for him.
There you go. Well, hey, I'm glad Cinch mentioned that and reminded us, because it's good to know. I'll definitely give him. I'll call that Boston. Now Steve Tucker, we're talking about. He's not from Boston. If
you can ride your bike downtown, you're from Boston. Steve Tucker ain't riding a bike more than a tenth of a mile, but that's for a different conversation.
Well, hey, folks, we had a good time out here tonight. We are glad you joined us. Before you leave, we ask that you click that like button for us. More importantly, subscribe to the channel as we approach 2,000 subscribers. Couldn't do it without our great fans, especially Connor Gerard and Cinch McCoy, diehards. But that's going to wrap things up here at Auto Club tonight. Daryl, Ryan, Patty parks at Victory Lane. Smith second, Lockett third. You got any final thoughts for our viewers at home?
As always, thank you, Blake, for having me. I know Ryan Patty just now gave compliments to us for being part of this, but honestly, all the compliments go to you. This is your show. I'm just happy to be a part of it, so thank you very much. And for our viewers that are still tuned in, tomorrow night is the Wise Al Warsh Cup Series. We're going to Talladega, and so Connor Gerard is this is for everybody, but specifically to Connor, I'm bringing out a special paint scheme. I will be driving tomorrow night, and I understand that if I don't win, I'm getting fired by you, Blake. It's not going to happen. I will win with a special paint scheme, so just shouting that out right now.
Yeah, Daryl, I mean, you really let us down on Friday night not winning there. So if you go 2 in a row, I mean, we're just going to have to fire you.
Okay, sounds good.
Well, hey, folks, appreciate you joining us here at Auto Club. We had a lot of fun. I mean, we had a handful of early cautions, but boy, what a great last run to round things out here with the Icon Cup Series. Had a little bit of a sweat early on, had some foggy conditions during practice. Well, thankfully, it all cleared up. We have crystal clear skies now, so beautiful weather here tonight. It all worked out. But, folks, that's going to wrap things up here at Auto Club Speedway in the booth with Daryl Young Jr. I'm Blake Hutchinson, and we will see you back here tomorrow night.